All right, so my question for this video is, what is toxic masculinity in your opinion?
I think it's kind of a mix of like just male bravado.
Okay.
I don't think I guess male confidence is a bad thing, but when it gets to the point where you're
Where
trying
you
to
become super conceited and cocky.
yes, and you're trying to belittle the other person you're with,
Okay.
or what's it called when you are
Trying to like exert like your dominance, kind of like in
Yeah,
a over the top toxic way.
a little bit, yeah,
Okay.
and then it's just like there's a word I'm looking for. I can't quite think of it right now. Condescending, almost.
Kind of like a mansplainer. Is that what you're
Exactly.
Okay.
I feel like that's part of it, and
Okay.
then like going into the whole like
Okay. And then maybe like in a conversation, if you're talking to other people, like
Yes.
speaking for you and
Yes.
assuming that like he already knows what you're
Yeah.
thinking and stuff like that.
or like
perhaps?
even when
Yeah.
you're like, proud of something, like tearing down like what you're proud of and stuff like that.
Oh,
I feel
okay.
like a lot of tax
Or like downplaying what you're passionate
Yes,
about. Right?
yep. And it's always easy to tell, but I feel like it stems from a lot of like ego and insecurity at its core. Sometimes it's a cultural thing too.
Okay.
But yeah, that's just, yeah.
Okay. Do you have stuff you would like to add?
Yeah, I was gonna say that that's really common for that to happen. Like
Okay.
for,
What she was saying is kind of the essence of it.
Yeah, I would say so. I
Okay.
have no idea what else I was gonna say, but
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, but you basically agree with her.
Yeah,
She's on the
for
right
sure,
page there.
for sure.
Okay. Okay. Cool. I appreciate that. Thank you. What would you say is toxic masculinity in your opinion?
My dad.
Oh wow. Okay.
Like, I don't know where to start. What should I say? I feel like,
What would you say?
yeah, toxic masculinity is probably when a man is real insecure about his own masculinity, so
and then
he's
puts it out on
he's
the other.
threatened by
Ah.
females.
Yes.
So that's when a
Threatened by
man.
females?
Yes.
Okay.
So like strong females, when they start to threaten a man, I feel like that's when toxic masculinity comes out. They try to prove their dominance and stuff like that. So then they overwork the male role. So they become
Oh, got you. So they try to like assert their dominance in territory,
Yes.
but like in a super over the top and cringe way.
yes, to make themselves feel more manly, but it's not working.
Well, maybe that could manifest in ways as like maybe trying to control you or being like super cringy, like maybe like throwing
Jealousy,
yeah, like
jealousy.
super jealous. Like if you even like
Competitive.
talk to another guy and then like he's gonna like throw a tantrum or something. Is that what you
Crash
mean?
his car.
Oh shit, yeah, yeah. So do you
I
basically
agree. Yeah, I
okay.
agree. It's the same. Yeah, it's the
Same thing basically?
Yeah,
Okay.
I feel like it. Yeah, and it really comes from within. I feel like, and it comes from how you were
Secure.
raised. Yeah.
You have to be secure. You have to be raised with a good male figure.
Yeah,
so you
I
know
was just.
how to
Yeah, I
act.
feel like it comes from everything. Comes from basically like you're a product of your environment and like
Yeah, yeah.
and your parents, and they basically determine what type of person you're going to be. And I feel like that type of person comes from someone without a good male figure in their life, and
Yeah.
just a mom who's too nitpicky. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like parents focus a lot of energy on raising the daughters because daughters are harder, but realistically,
Yeah.
they should focus more on raising their sons because men are more incompetent.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
So maybe sometimes it's the guys that need more nurturing.
they
more,
do.
more
They
care.
really do.
Have you ever dated a guy that you felt exhibited like toxic masculinity?
Yeah, actually,
Okay.
a few.
None of them went well.
No,
Okay.
because I'm a stronger female, so I feel like it threatens their manlyhood.
What about you? Have you ever?
Never dated a guy.
Oh, okay. You've got wisdom then.
Yeah.
Share your wisdom with her.
I try,
Yeah.
actually.
You do?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I
Fantastic.
do.
Yeah.
Try.
Okay.
Does it work? That's
Yeah.
funny. No.
Yeah. That's awesome. All right, well, keep on doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
All right.
Right.
Thank you, Grace. So, in your opinion, what is toxic masculinity?
I think toxic masculinity is mansplaining.
Mansplaining.
Mansplaining,
Okay.
I think,
Okay.
is a huge one. I think I'm an engineer, and when people find that out about me, they're like confused. Especially men.
Confused?
Especially
Oh.
men, they don't know how to like relate,
How to process that?
process that
Like,
information.
oh my
yeah.
God, like a woman is in a very like prestigious occupation. Like, oh, like cannot compute, is that like what you're saying?
Right. It's just like I feel like whenever somebody comes to
Yeah.
repair something in the house or like
Yeah. Oh, they
They, like,
usually think it's
explain too much. Like I
Yeah.
don't need that explanation.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So like men can be condescending. They can mansplaining, explaining like you're dumb.
Too much.
and, like,
yeah, like
yeah.
I'm not. Not-
Okay. Okay. All right. Anything else?
So many things.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. We got time.
Just not letting you finish your sentence in a relationship. I think that's huge.
Interrupting you all the time.
Interrupting you all the time,
Okay,
or like
oh,
trying to get the last word in.
Oh,
you know?
got you.
Yeah.
Almost like when you're having conversations, it feels more like a debate than like just like a genuine conversation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. That's fascinating. Okay. All right. Anything else, or is that
No,
pretty
I
much
think
it?
that's good.
That's pretty much it. Okay. Okay. I guess just like if we sum it up, just like insecure about themselves and wanting to like exert themselves over you to compensate. Would that be fair to say?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I think that it's especially if the female is better looking or is good looking to the male. I think
Yeah.
immediately it's like, oh my god, I have to. You
Oh,
know,
I have to like make up for it. I have to like
Yeah,
show her
so-
who's boss.
Yeah.
So she doesn't get a big head or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I don't know.
Thank you. I appreciate it. What do you feel is toxic masculinity?
I think when men don't have a high emotional intelligence or they can't be vulnerable
Okay.
with women, especially
Yeah.
because they hypersexualize everything, and then like simple, I guess, non-sexual intimate interactions become really sexual. Like asking for a hug, like between girls, asking for a hug is like really simple. You can do that with anyone, but with guys among each other, that becomes like, oh, not me. I'm not getting no hug.
So
I'm
they're
a real man.
so they're afraid to express platonic affection with like other males,
And
basically.
it would definitely help them if they did
And
do
it would
that.
help them if they did. Okay.
And sometimes they think they need sex, but no, they just need a hug. Or they need to vent about their emotional problems, struggles, childhood stuff like that as well, because maybe they weren't loved as much as a child
Yeah.
with their like love languages, for example.
Yeah. I get
So
it.
maybe they didn't get that physical touch, so that's why they crave it so much, and that's why they keep seeking it out, and they don't need that. That's why nothing's happening,
Yes.
and nothing's solving the problem that they need.
Yes. Okay. Because there are many different forms of affection.
Yeah.
You could like cuddle, you could hug,
Yeah.
you could just say kind words to each other.
Yeah.
But they think like all that they want is sex. But then like maybe that's not the
They're
only.
missing out on so many
They're
other
missing
types
out on
of-
other forms of affection
Yeah.
because they think it's like weird or like gay or something. That's kind of like what you're going for.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. What would you say? Do you agree?
I mean, I definitely agree. Like with the toxic masculinity, just bringing it back to like a cultural aspect.
Yeah.
Me being Hispanic, you see it a lot. With the machismo, where you see with Hispanic men, where they feel like the only purpose for them is to be like the breadwinners. They really lack those emotional intelligence side of them.
Yeah.
They often won't let anyone see them cry. They won't let anyone see them struggle. Like any emotional turmoil that they fear, they
Yeah.
suppress it.
Yeah.
They deal with it themselves.
Just to be like head of the household, the machismo aspect of it all. So I definitely see it like in the cultural aspect as well.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you.